And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Regardless of what happened yesterday, Saturday, Friday, last year, whenever, right? It's a new day today. And it's an opportunity to move forward and let go of whatever it is that is burdening you or holding you down. It's a new day and we got to get out there and get it. All right. So that's why we're here. That is why we take no days off. Because you take one day off, then everything that is bothering you has time to fester. So you know what? We will not allow those things to hold us down. All right. So we work every single day. And work is whatever you define work to be, as long as you are making progress every single day. I'm off of work today, right? But we're here and I'm like, you know what? I want to work on, let me start the timer because I can go on and on and on, right? But I want to work on the things that are valuable to me. And even if it's just for an hour or 2 hours for the day, getting things done, getting things out there, it is very, very important to always keep your mind stimulated, always keep moving. That's why I like this show so much. In the morning, you wake up, do your workout, you work out your body, and then you work out your mind. So Llama is running. Let me make sure that Jupyter Notebooks is still running. So I'm just going to refresh the page. All right, so it's up and running. So we're good. I don't have to start it over again. Let's go down to, so where's the code that we wrote? Last week, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to clip it up eventually, and I'm going to release how we wrote this code. So this is for day 2. All right, so we wrote all this code over here, right? Pretty much, I'll run through it real quick, but we import the requests so we can do API requests. We imported BeautifulSoup so we can be able to parse the HTML. We imported Ollama so that we can be able to send the request to Ollama, and then we imported the Python Markdown and display so that we can be able to print it out. And so now we are just adding the headers for the user agent. We're adding the, so here I'm doing a validation that makes sure that the response that we get from the request URL is between the 200 range and the 300 range. Normally it'll be a 200, but you never know. So I said do between 200 and 300. And so then now we're saying the content to be summarized. I'm setting that as a variable. And I say BeautifulSoup response.content is what we get from our API request, and we're parsing it via HTML. The model that we're using is Llama 3.2. And this part right here didn't work. So we'll investigate that a little bit, because this would have been really, really cool to have the system as a snarky high school student named Mitch. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And then the question that we're asking is, give me a summary of this article, what it's about. And then it is going to send that over into Ollama, passing in the message right here, right? And then it is going to say, print out this web page summary that it gets returned. And now we actually pass that into, all right? So that's everything. Let's run it just so that we can, let's go to CNN.com. And let's just take this first article right here, and we're going to copy this, and we're going to go back into Jupyter Labs, and we can do one of these, and let's do an enter on that, and that should give us all right, that was pretty quick. So here's the text of the article. Joe Biden's 5 decade in public life. Is that? Oh, all right. This is the one that we wanted right here. So it hasn't come up. All right, there it goes. So, see, this is part of the, when you try to do these web page summarizers, right? Based on how the site is actually is built, sometimes they can't get through it, right? Because now we're getting all this code over here. Let's see. That is interesting. So this is an HTML document with embedded JavaScript code. That isn't. let me see. Let me see something real quick. So if we go over here, or we already have it up. Let me see what's going on over here. If we do view page source, I think I should have been able to take it. But we'll do a site that we know that's working. And we got your car in the building. What's up, your car, aka Mr. Technique in the building. And it says it is actually not a new hat. I've been wearing this hat for a very, very long time. I just haven't worn it in a while on stream, but I've had this hat for a while. I've seen this hat before. And thank you for that, dropping it to the bag chasers. All right, let me see. All right, so let me just go to one that we know that's working, because that's the tricky thing about these sites, right? You can't control you can't really control how the parsers are going to get it, you know? So let's try a different one real quick. If I go to, but that is something that we should, you know, we should figure out a way to work around if we really cared about this webpage summarizer thing. But it's all good. Let's see. So the HTML, so let me try, we're going to try two different things here. We're going to compare that to, if I pass that same URL, right, into day one, I know we're supposed to be cleaning up the code, but I'm just curious to see what is going on over here, right? So if we go into down here, and I was to say, let's go to insert, and we do display. So day one is using OpenAI, while day two is using Olama, right? But maybe something's going on with our user agent that it can't pass it through. But let's see. So OpenAI gets through it fine, but it might be because, let me check out which user agent that we're using in day one. Maybe I can just copy that user agent so that we have, let me see, a search user agent. So if I was to copy this user agent right here, right? So we have response, HTML parser, all of that, right? Oh, we could probably add this stuff here too. So let me take a look at that. So if we go, it's just cleaning up our code a little bit. If I take this user agent, and if we take from day one for irrelevant in soup.body, so if you find script style image input, then decompose. So what is decompose in Beautiful Soup? All right. Decompose method is used to remove a tag or portion of the parse tree from the document. When called on a Beautiful Soup object, it removes the tag from the tree along with its content and returns none. Okay, so they're probably using that to remove all of those scripting. So I'm going to copy this, and so let's compare what we have here. Content to be summarized. Beautiful Soup response. So let's clean this up just a little bit, right? We're gonna say soup. Let me see how they do it over here in day one. This isn't as much about Beautiful Soup as it is about cleaning up our code. So we can say soup because here we're going directly into Beautiful Soup. We're just taking everything, but we can clean that up a little bit. So we can say soup equals beautiful soup response dot content, comma, HTML parser, like that. And then we can say for irrelevant in soup, yada, yada, yada. And then we say, now we can say content to be summarized equals soup dot body get text separator. So we do that. So if we take that, we go to over here. So content to be summarized, we would say that would be soup.body.getText separator /n. And that way we would have, we're stripping out the script, style, image, input, and we're getting the body and the text, right? Let me see. Let's try to run that, see what we get. Let's see what we get with that. Much better now. That is much better. So it took off all the script stuff. This article discusses the return of Donald Trump presidency, yada, yada, yada. Let me see. So now I want to try that CNN article one more time. I'm just curious to see if the CNN article is going to work or if it's going to give us the same JavaScript error that it gave us last time. So what I'm just going to add a new, cell, and I'm going to say web page summary. And enter that. And it worked. So that JavaScript error stuff that we're getting before, by stripping it out over, like by adding this right here, this irrelevant stuff, that was able to fix it. So now let's try this ESPN article one more time, let's try the ESPN article one more time, and then we'll try the Fox Sports article one more time, and then we'll start cleaning up our code, all right? So let me go and send this in. And perfect. So that's a note for us that we need to, it's very important that we do this in Beautiful Soup.
With every step I rise anew, limitless dreams in clear view. No chains can hold my wild heart. I'll stay true, I'll never part. I'm not the one to be told what to do. I'm not the one to be controlled by you. I'm not the one to be put aside. Watch me rise up with my pride. You can laugh at me, you can clown, you can put me down around this town. One thing you can't do is win like I do. With fire in my eyes, I'm breaking through. Take your doubts and let them wither. I'm standing strong, I'm no quitter. They said I was just a dreamer. Now I'm the one who's the leader. You can laugh at me, you can clown me, try to drag me down to the ground. But here's one thing you can't deny. You can't win like I do every time. Can't win. Every fall taught me how to rise. Through the shadows I see the skies. Thunder in my heart won't subside. Stepping up, there's no need to hide. No need to hide. this game, I'm a player, not a pawn. They may try to cut me down, but still I'll grow stronger through each dawn. You can laugh at me, you can clown me, try to drag me down to the ground. But here's one thing you can't deny, you can win like I do every time.